Well, we are back. Crow Season 2. Stuff is happening. We are at war once again. You have a strange man amongst you lying on a bed in the middle of your dwellings. And unfortunately, he has just called a pack of billhook death dogs to your door.
Wait, what?
That was it. Yeah, that was the cliffhanger.
I thought
Now I
nothing happened
remember.
last time.
No, that was literally an hour and 20 minutes of nothing, and then death dogs.
Death dogs?
Dogs.
Dead dogs or death dogs?
Death.
Definitely
The risk-
death.
The risk is significantly different.
Suddenly.
One is sad,
death
one is
dogs.
scary.
Yeah, so you went through the payoff last time. You went through some downtime activities, which included Saffron healing Silas back to full health.
First time as well.
Absolutely. It did not take 25 minutes for that to happen eventually with all the rule changes and new
And then a
abilities.
retcon and...
Yeah. But Koran Cassidy, the son of the leader of the Billhooks, who was your prisoner, and Saffron, you were tending to him and his wounds that he sustained in the battle, seemingly unconscious, until you realised that he was actually awake and very much using an ability like Lorenzo was calling to him a pack of billhook death dogs, which you probably have heard of and are pretty scared of, but they haven't come up yet in game.
It's pretty uncool, not gonna lie.
Wait, he's got a whole pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're all...
long-term objective now.
I think they're like all the lower quality. It's like, you know, it's more but less good. You know, that, yeah. Don't worry. No one's threatening your position as the
There's the dog.
ghost dog. The ghost dog boy.
Yeah. Gus is it's the same tier as Gus, but you know, Gus.
Yeah,
is
but
just...
he's got a whole bloody pack. Gus is finding a bitch.
Jesus.
He's gonna get going.
Gus might be running away.
I'm pimping Gus out.
Yeah. I mean, you always wanted to have a business, a soft income stream.
That's
the
a dog
crew.
breeding.
Puppy farms. No laws against it in Duskville.
Oh my god.
No.
Pumping dogs to bloody... Where is it? Where's the posh place? Six Towers? Yeah.
White
Six Towers.
Castle.
Six towers.
White Crown.
Six
No,
flags.
that's in Harold and
Six
Kumar.
Towers is the place?
Yeah, Seven Sisters.
Seven.
Six Towers is the place on the map.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we've never been there. We've never dared go that far.
You have. That's
Two
where
rooms
Lord Skurlock lives.
Yeah,
I
come
thought he
on,
was in
like,
Death. I thought he was in Deathlands.
No, Skurlock Manor is in the Deathlands.
Oh, what an idiot I am!
this is
When
holiday
he comes
home.
to town, he dwells in Six Towers.
It's his holiday apartment.
Sorry for thinking that Lord Skurlock lived in Skurlock Manor. Just, I mean, come on.
He's a CEO living in Dubai, and he's got his £2 billion apartment in London.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like a hero.
And he doesn't know how to operate the microwave because it's brand new.
He can't parallel park either.
No.
Classic.
Classic.
Well, I mean, we've never done this before. We've never done like some sort of fight in free time, but I don't know if it's allowed in the rules, but I think it is.
Why not?
I think the GM's allowed to do stuff based on what other factions are doing, especially when you're at war.
Olly, fuck the rules.
Well,
Yeah.
that's my
Yeah.
conclusion.
But not,
so-
but not too
Yeah.
much.
Judge here.
Fuck the rules. Yeah. I can get behind that.
Right. You all take level 3 harm,
Oh shit!
bad porridge.
Bad porridge.
Silas can reduce it to level 1 and not feel the effects or some bullshit now.
Do these
It
dogs all have
sounds to
rabies?
me like somebody did a little rewatch. Has come out of it a little bit salty.
A little bit salty. I was watching some old
Tough as
soul.
nails, mate.
I was watching some old Soulbound videos, and I should say the salt was not mine. It sounded like everybody was salty by the end of that campaign
Yeah, there were some issues.
for various reasons.
Everyone gets their turn.
I think everyone had their own bit of salt across
Yeah,
the
they did.
campaign.
Yeah, they did. Right.
You as well.
Me as well. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Right. So,
Trees.
I mean, what makes this more interesting as well is that these spirit wardens are still clearing away the pile of bodies outside in the street from your gang war. As these death dogs howling down the street and start slamming into your front door.
What do we say? What are they? Are they actually dogs imbued with? What are they actually real dogs, or are they like ghosts in the form of dogs?
I think they are real dogs, but like XL Bullies Duskvolt edition.
But powered up by like anything, or like because Gus is a spirit.
Yeah, Gus is like a spirited dog. I mean, they must have some sort of spiritiness because Corin can give them orders through his mind.
So the actual ability used to get them to be like that, I just posted it. You basically give them one of 3 abilities, so Mind Link, Arrow Swift, or Ghost Form. So they could have one of those or all 3.
Wow.
Depends how strong you want to make them, I suppose.
Ooh, that is cool. But is Gus an actual? I always thought Gus was literally a kind of spirit dog, but Gus has always been like just a real dog with ghostly powers.
No, he's a bloodhound. He's from the Vincetti family.
Sure.
And then when Lorenzo was imbued with his some spirit energy, kind of put it in Gus as well at some point down the line.
Oh, did you put ghost form on Gus?
Yeah, Ghost Hunter. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
And I've got Mind Link with him. That's all I can kind of order him through my mind and see what he sees.
Cool beans. Because I decided to take the Ghost Ward ability. It does seem well powerful. But I think a lot of times it literally says, which I think I love because it uses the word anathema in such a wonderful way. But you know how to wreck an area with arcane substances and methods, so it's either anathema or enticing to spirits.
What's anathema mean?
Well, the opposite, right? Kind
The chaos.
Repel them. Like, just fuck off.
The anathema.
Fuck off. Like if it's like a opposing force to.
Yeah.
Which sounds, because I mean, other stuff really is. It sounds like I can just literally pull out my pocket. Oh, I've got all this arcane shit, and just like pop it down, which is great. But so I'm thinking more for like the spirit wardens. You said their problem is that because they're gonna follow the dogs, or are they gonna? What are the spirit wardens gonna do?
Well, they might.
No, they're ghost dogs.
Yeah, they might. Well, the spirit wardens might make them a little bit suspicious of the attack of a pack of attack dogs trying to get inside this seemingly innocent shop.
Well, I'm prepared to use Ghost Ward if need be to keep them at bay, but for now I'm trying to think what about the actual dogs. Because
about those emergency like steel shutters you installed on the shop front.
flashback. Yes, we put the old
auto turret outside.
Yeah, I did want the turret. That'd be pretty good.
Armadillo Limited.
Well, I mean, if I'm operating on everyone, is that probably down? Is that like in the basement thing or in the back? It's probably not right. It's like right in the middle of the front. So I'm probably not front and center, right?
I guess
Trying
not.
to think.
I guess not. No.
No.
But do you want to go ahead and do the ghost wards? I mean,
it's that question of if it's only if we're panicking that the ghost that the spirit wardens going to come in. I suppose. Yeah, I'm trying to in-game it a bit because again it sounds awesome. But it's like suddenly you've got all this. I don't have much arcane shit on me, so I'm trying to. I mean, admittedly we're in the Emporium, so there probably is a bunch of shit around to be honest. But I'm trying to make it work in a. But hey, for the sake of.
Do you use your attune to roll that ability then?
I mean, I might look like it. That's what it sounds like. But it just literally says you just know how to wreck an area with arcane substances and methods. So just do it. It seems a bit. It might be a slightly more expanded version in the bot because everything else I've got some kind of weird downside. But this is quite OP.
I would accept one stress flashback for you to have set up ghost wards in the damned Emporium.
Well, yeah, we say that. I mean, yeah. Do I have stress? What have I got? Yeah, I've got some stress. Yeah. Cool.
And also, as you hear the dogs like slamming against the doors and sort of like scraping on the windows. Coran, you see his eyes like shut off and go back to normal again as he tries to like get up off the operating table. And
well, maybe I kind of like
try and escape.
Maybe what I do is I kind of shout to like Silas and Lorenzo, kind of like, "Would you restrain this man?" While hurriedly like grabbing like potions and things off the roof and start bundling them into a little ball. Just yells at Silas and Lorenzo to grab fucking Corin and pin him down or something.
Corin's in a bit of a state, right?
I think he's been mostly tended to, but he's probably still not very fast now.
Right.
Go on.
Sorry, Jordan.
No.
I'm going to do something kind of drastic. I'm just going to take my knife and stab it through his hand on the table.
Okay.
Don't move.
Fine. Yeah. He screams in pain, and he's not moving from the table.
I've just snarled at him.
Good lad. Well, I just kind of run to the front doors and like just potions of. What have I got? Like, well, I guess I've got. Okay, sure. I've got like. What would I have on me? Actually, I would have. No, not really Sparkcraft. I'd have potions. Not really potions. Well, yeah, just potions. Let's call them generic arcane potions. Maybe kind of half mixed shadow essences with a splash of Viper potion that kind of just lightly together, and it's just a couple things on the shelf, and just kind of chuck them at the floor and the window of the door, and it kind of creates this kind of ward of just crackling, horrible energy that kind of really is a bit unpleasant or anything with a spirit kind of, well, any spirits really, that kind of really kind of puts them off from entering the area.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can see them as they are hitting the outside of the shop. You can hear them start to like whine and then growl in sort of so they've been hurt by this ghost ward. But they're not actual ghosts, so they'll be able to, once the sort of the spirit link shuts down, they will turn it back into like normal dogs. So really hold them off for a little bit.
A bit like a hurricane, really, isn't it?
Well,
so I said, I was like, God, this has got hurricane vibes to it.
Can it block all ranged attacks?
Yeah, so what it does basically, nothing, no one could ever get in ever again at any point in the whole campaign. That's it.
So when the ghost link drops, will the dogs still hate us, or will they just be like cute dogs?
No, they will. I think it's kind of, that was just for them to be given their order and like to find their way to you.
Okay, so they're still going to be bastards.
Is Friedrich doing anything?
Well, I'm not. It's not really Friedrich's forte. I suppose he could. I mean, like, I feel like all of the fortifying of the front door has now been done. I guess he could get himself into a decent position inside the front door in case the dogs get in, or when the dogs get in, ready to sort of leap down on one for a coup de grace.
Do we have like a second floor, a first floor, third floor in this building in our shop?
I always thought of it as quite
Stairs.
one floor. I always felt like, I don't know if anyone else.
Yeah, I don't know why. I always thought of it as sort of a kind of basement.
I thought we were terraced amongst other shops and stuff, so we'd have like roof access to the building.
Isn't it strange that we've never thought this through before? We've all had our own little imaginary version of the Emporium.
Upstairs.
Really, I guess there must be other ways. In my head, it's very much like the Black's books from Black Books. That's kind of very much the vibe.
I think it's
right.
right.
Which does have it upstairs.
Saffron sleeps on a scattering of crisp packets behind the counter.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't Silas sleep on the rooftop next to the Silas symbol that blows in the night sky, ready to respond?
Yeah, he's
Well,
perched
you
upside
can
down.
see Silas in this picture on the roof. I think Silas is probably coming.
Yeah, okay. Bit more like a. Okay, a bit more like a Harry Potter Nocturne Alley kind of
Perhaps
vibe, I guess.
not
They must be
definitely,
upstairs, yeah.
but in a composed manner, coming down the stairs, having heard the commotion and strapped on some armor. I think he comes downstairs, sees Lorenzo going wherever he's off to with a knife in the hand of our prisoner. I think he can't help but laugh. So, Lorenzo, you really are the most devious bastard in this city. And I told you, we had a deal, didn't we? Help us and you can live. I think we shall be talking about this later. And sort of walks off towards the door.
He just says, "You would do the same."
I suppose I can't fault you for that. There'll be hell to pay if I get a bite from one of these dogs.
Yeah, well, I think you hear the smash of a window pane as one rabid maw goes through the cracked glass in one of the, I imagine, like in the image here, there's like a crisscross window, French windows, and then it just smashes through one of the panes. Its whole body not being able to quite fit. Yeah.
It's like that on that Australian news interview, that one Australian old guy who goes, "The dog went at me like." Have you seen that?
Yes.
No.
If you've not seen it, that seems really weird, but
It's
yeah,
a classic.
I'll have to send it after. These dogs are rabid then.
Well, we know. Possessed and angry, aren't they?
Do they have rabies? Can I roll to
Well,
see if they've got rabies?
they'd have to if they're rabid. That would be the, Can I give you some more info on Ghost Ward, just to be more? Which is, unfortunately, it does seem to start to creep into hurricane territory, which might lead me to not use this ability ever again because I don't want to hit on me
Well,
again.
you don't need to because they're not ghosts.
Okay, well then it's done. But there's really interesting in the rulebook. It's more detail. It says when you wreck an area. So I think I should be not using stress. I should be rolling wreck to see if I'm even successful for a start. I reckon that'd be the way to do it. Mm-hmm. When you wreck an area with arcane substances, ruining it for any other use, which seems really interesting. Which would kind of imply I wouldn't be. And it says again. Very hurricane-like.
What?
It says if you make an area enticed to spirits, they'll seek it out and linger in the area and will suffer torment if forced to leave. The effect lasts for several days over an area the size of a small room.
Okay.
What are you trying to wreck?
So it's not. So you got to think about it. It's not really wrecking. It's more like using wreck. It's usually wreck the skill. It's basically using wreck to wreck an area, or the ruins of an area,
or an item, right?
Or an area, just a small area, it's the size of a room that. It makes it either really enticing to the spirits. They'll go into it, and if they have to leave it, they face torment. Or if if it's an area they can't get into, obviously they can't. If they do go into it, they are affected by torment. Or this is particularly powerful paired spirits may roll their quality or arcane magnitude to see how well they're able to resist the effect. But that does imply to me I can't wreck a door. I'd have to wreck the room we're in, which would be pretty fucked up. Because imagine again if you're putting down like.
I am very happy for you to just throw shit at the front door, and the front windows, and let that be that. No need to go into the fucking hurricane in the zone.
It's got one zone, but
destroying the shop.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. But the effect is I don't know what the fuck it means in terms of that. But spirits will suffer torment.
Okay, well they're not spirits, so it doesn't matter.
Good.
You've if anything, you just broken the spirit link, I guess, between Corin and these dogs.
Is the ghost ward for the spirits that are going to come out the bodies of the dead outside, or the dogs?
Well, I was also thinking about the spirit wardens as well. That was also another problem. The spirit wardens I was thinking about too. So that was another extra use.
I had not thought about them.
Well, I was thinking, why is he using the ghost ward? And I was like, right, there are spirit wardens, taking spirits out of bodies outside safely. If there's a bunch of disturbance, which there is, a bunch of rabid dogs, it might not be so safe.
Yeah, well, that's it. There's a ghost ward up now.
Beyond the window, you can see like the spirit wardens clearly like being quite alarmed at this pack of dogs, and they seem to stop what they're doing and they're sort of shouting. You can hear shouting of alarm.
Shit.
Also, Mikey, you don't have to put your mic to your face. It just blows out the volume when you.
I know, but I like doing it. Makes me feel like I don't know, something.
Yes, but to
Like
my
a-
3 podcast
There are times-
listeners,
there are
it's
It's
quite
like you're
times-
the
annoying.
apprentice.
Okay, boomer.
There are times when I'm watching the stream that it can quite pick it up, so I like to just be careful for important moments. It doesn't.
Oh, I didn't realise we were
Hello?
trying to be as obnoxious as possible with our audio equipment. Wait a second.
Oh, here we go.
Is,
Oh, God.
is that okay?
Lord Sugar, can you hear me? Yep. Okay. Toss is going well. Yep.
Hello, yeah, I need to talk to you, yeah.
All right, I'm to describe to the listeners, I've muted the players until they stop the shenanigans. They're currently booing me. Okay, now let's start the. Okay, had your fun now, children?
No,
Maybe.
still playing.
Look, play this game. Play this game that I've arranged for you to play. Stay within the boundaries of fun. And we
What
can all
about beer
have fun.
attackers though?
No.
Okay, so dogs trying to get in. They broke a window. Spirit
Yes.
Wardens outside. They've noticed.
Exactly. It's a very tense and urgent situation. There's a lot of danger happening. You guys just need to be like throwing shit out there. What you doing? What's happening? What you
Right.
get into the heads of your characters because they will be feeling very urgent right now.
We do have multiple stories then. I was going to suggest before, and someone can go to the windows upstairs and use that to interact with the Spirit Wardens outside. I don't think I can do anything there particularly, but if you guys think of anything you can do, options there.
That doesn't sound like a job for Friedrich, but he is. I'm going to say that Friedrich is very nearby the window that the dog just like started crashing through, and is suddenly slightly frantic, and almost by instinct goes into Ghost Veil mode. Turns invisible, and then in a beat is like, okay, I'm invisible now. I can be a bit more calm, and quite unusually for him. Historically unusually for him, takes on kind of an air of, okay, I can deal with this dangerous situation. I'm a violence dealer. I can do this. And draws a short blade and tries to basically get up alongside the dog and kind of stab up into its belly.
Nice.
Which I'm going to go. I'm assuming is a growl. At risky standard. Or desperate standard. Or desperate.
So are you able to go through the wall and back, or are you?
I am certainly able to do that. Yes,
Okay.
I was not intending to. I was intending to stay in the safe zone, but the way you described it was that the dog was like halfway through but couldn't fit,
Ah, yes.
and was sort of like halfway through the window, like.
Yeah.
So I was planning to be invisible, so less sort of vulnerable to the dog, slip up beside it, slash underneath it, and just kind of come in for a heart strike.
Yeah, I'd say that's risky standard. Yeah. And that's two. Is that 2 stress to go invisible?
It is 2 stressos. But I can take 1 extra stress to make it last for a few minutes rather than moments. It doesn't specify whether I can kind of let that choice hang for a bit, or whether I have to elect earlier, like initially, to be like, right, I'm going to spend 3 stress and have it last for a few minutes. But I'm going to not spend that extra stress because that will put me quite in danger of being extra stressed.
Yeah, let's say it's pay 1 to extend, like when it would naturally end.
That's very kind of you.
Hey-oh.
Here's the dice.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
You stabbed that dog.
You really did.
Yeah. Does the dog die.com? In this case, yes, it does.
Jesus.
So I'll start a clock for death dogs.
Yeah.
Their shared health
Dogs.
pool.
That's a sick album name. Or a band name. The Dead Dogs. A
Yeah.
new gang name. That's my next gang.
Yeah,
And
and I,
National was a band from Liverpool, apparently.
yeah, and I think you catch this one such by surprise as it sticks its head in. It's obviously like focusing on Saffron, who's like standing there, like throwing potions at the walls and everything. Yeah, you just grab it and deal it a mortal blow.
Nice.
Nice and clean. Friedrich pulls the blade out and immediately pulls out like a lace handkerchief with which he cleans the blade. Pops it back in its hidden sheath.
Yes, you don't want to have to get a rabies shot after this.
Certainly don't.
No. All right. Who else is doing something?
Where's Burning Hands when you need it?
I think Silas is taking the obvious Silas option and seeing the battering of the door and thinking, well, I suppose that'll be my job then. And just is awaiting the breach of the door with dueling saber in one hand and spiked gauntlet in the other.
I thought you were going to say spite spitter.
Spite spitter.
All right, nice. And Lorenzo?
It's a difficult one.
You could probably shoot through the window if you
I don't really want to
wanted.
shoot the Spirit Wardens though.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. They're not coming in. The ghost walls up. They're not coming in, aren't they?
BRB.
I don't want to anger the Spirit Wardens and cause them to start sieging our HQ.
They ain't coming in
Right.
here with all this torment going on.
They're right outside our HQ, our secret base.
Don't underestimate the ghost ward.
I am underestimating it heavily. You know what?
What?
I've gone. I don't know. I need. Can you just go past me? I need to think. I know I've missed a go, but
Yes.
I'm thinking if I can sort of maybe interact with them some way, but I don't know. I don't have an idea at the moment.
Okay. So Saffron,
Well, I
you've
guess.
done your
yeah.
ghost ward. What else are you going to do after that?
Well, I was thinking if I could do some more. I've done some spirit wrecking, maybe some physical wrecking, maybe like just something just like crowbar down some freaking bookshelves to block the way, or kind of. I think what will be in the way, like knock over some. I don't know, some potions, some racks or something. Just barricade the door a bit with something. Maybe kind of, I don't know, classically. Is there a hanging? Maybe there's a hanging display. You can just knock down a thing and it all tumbles down. Something to block the door a bit more. I don't know. So I'm trying to think what would be appropriate around.
Yeah. I mean, isn't Silas blocking the door with his might?
With his might.
Oh, he's in the way. Okay, that's not squash Silas.
It would be good if you could not.
Not this early in the evening.
I mean, are we going to cower in here with blocked doors?
Yes.
I mean,
So I'd be like, oh, all right.
I suppose I could go for a risk. No, and he's too close. I'm going to try and like get a grenade behind the dogs, but that feels like again a bit of a risky play if Silas is right in front of the dogs.
This
I've got an
sounds like
idea.
the story of how one of the greatest up-and-coming gangs were destroyed by their own hubris as they Molotov cocktailed inside their own shop.
Hold up, I've got this, guys.
I've thought of something that Lorenzo can do.
Okay, go.
Go on, Em.
Go.
I go, hey Saffron, give me something explosive.
Oh,
What do you
always.
have? What do you have that I can take that I can throw?
Give him 6 grenades.
6 grenades. Lorenzo's gonna run upstairs using prowl. Get upstairs super quick.
Maybe just one
Rooftop-
grenade. See how he does well with that
Rooftop,
first.
balcony, whatever. I'm gonna get to the top and then jump across this rooftop to the next rooftop, parallel to our shop.
Okay.
The street is
Is it
not that
very okay? Is
We
there
had a massive brawl on that street.
is there a wire going across the rooftop, or is there some Assassin's Creed-esque
I'd say there's
There you go,
a
jump
washing
across.
line, yeah, or something you could
There's
scramble
no washing
across.
line. Someone's brassiere is on the washing line.
Yeah, Aladdin that shit. Do the old zip down when you come off the other end. You're just like, ooh, I'm dressed as
Use it as
a French maid.
Okay.
It's Auntie Nicola's brassiere. Lorenzo, you give it back.
I'm across the washing line, brassiere covering my eyes.
Yeah.
Trying to madly get across.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll for that?
Italian Spider-Man. Yes, please.
And then do I roll
Well,
for the throwing of the explosives?
Let's
as
all
well
let's all
after?
have it in one roll.
Okay. Position?
Risky. This is going to be risk. So you're dropping
It's-
grenades on
it's-
the dogs, are you?
Yes. But if you're giving me risky, I'm using my daredevil. When you roll a desperate... Oh, that's not... I'm going to exchange position for effect, so... desperate for great effect.
Yeah.
And daredevil allows me, when I roll a desperate action, gets 1 + D to the roll, and then minus consequences.
I mean, it's not. I'm loving this. But my plan was, at the end of the day, the result of what I said is exactly the same as this, which would blow up the dogs with a grenade. It's kind of whether it's. But no, I love it. So let's do this. Just yeah.
Oh, you were just going to lob it out the window. That
Yeah.
is easier.
No, but yours is way better
Well, I
and
don't
more
think it's
fun.
that easier.
I'm just again more that Silas is right in front of the dogs. This is my reason to pause on the action of
Nah,
grenading the dogs.
Other side of the dog.
Okay, so
I'm out. Yeah.
I'm
Right.
outside, so I can aim it kind of like towards the back side of the group of the dogs, right?
Yeah.
Away
Yeah,
from-
the
so
blast
dogs
cone. You want to get all the
dogs
dogs,
are in the way of sight.
not the shot.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Does my giving him the grenade count as a help? Oh god, he's gone for it. He's fucking done it.
Oh!
That's it.
Not
Oof.
my XP.
You needed that. Last roll,
Right there,
last
devil.
dice. Yeah. All right. So it's a great effect, is it? Well, I think.
Oh, before as well. I think quickly, fucking Lorenzo gives each dog a number, thinks in his head, and just randomizes it, whatever. Throws a grenade at that dog.
Okay. He's autistic, is he? All right, cool. So you lob
I'm
the
not
grenade.
taking any XP for that. That was awful.
You lob the grenade, and you manage to take out 2 of the 3 remaining death dogs. The blast does blow in all of the remaining glass panes.
Oof.
Don't think you could have avoided that.
No.
But they go blasting like either side.
Great effect.
Great effect, yeah.
Great effect.
And you see the spirit wardens who were kind of like standing back with their poleaxes, sort of making sure that they were defending against the death dogs, and they immediately turn their kind of metal face masks up towards you as they glint in the moonlight, and they say,
Why
"You
still stealth from the prowl? Or...
stop right there."
I just freeze.
Oh,
Comically.
like a mask.
And then drop another grenade.
On the
Where?
dogs or the spirit warden?
The spirit orders.
Do you?
Okay.
Think carefully about this.
So-
Do you think grenades are gonna?
well, this sounds like you're looking for trouble, Lorenzo.
I
Maybe
mean, they've
maybe-
spotted me. They're
Yeah.
outside our shop, our HQ.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
like at the moment, they're looking for you for one thing. After you blow one of them up with a grenade, if you even
Hopefully-
succeed in doing so, they'll be looking for you for more things.
Yes, they would.
Tale as old as time, I know. Like, criminal caught for crime has choice of do more crime.
You've already got that 5 stars, baby.
I don't know what I'd do in your place. I'm gonna shut up.
Well, I mean, no, I think we should. I think Lawrie, you should explain your why you want to do this, or why your character would do this, and then we can discuss as a group maybe there's another thing we can do to make that cool thing happen that maybe everyone's comfortable with. That doesn't involve increasing heat by like 2, like the wanted level by 2.
Well, he's. Did we know the Spirit Wardens were outside when we were inside?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I imagine he's gone out to get rid of the dogs. Obviously, the Spirit Wardens have looked up, scary as they are with their reputation as it is. And how many of them are there?
I say 3.
How many are there?
So they've just seen me basically commit terrorism. I don't think they're gonna like stop.
You're defending yourself against
a
pack of like death dogs.
Yeah, but with a grenade. It's like that's you know.
But if you end up in a trial, you could defend your grenade use against the death dogs. You cannot defend your grenade use against the cops.
I think if I end up in a trial, I'm fucked anyway because of how the city runs. Honestly.
Oh shit! It's suddenly become a political criticism of the establishment of Dustfall.
I think the concern here is that if you choose to solve that problem in that way, then perhaps the entire crew is fucked in a sort of unfuckable sort of way.
Yeah. That court date will come a lot quicker.
That's my concern with your current choice.
I would agree with that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna gamble that the Spirit Wardens aren't harmed or think this was aimed at them for any reason.
I don't think. I mean, with the great effect, I think it was pretty expertly done. You're very clearly throwing grenades at a pack of death dogs that are trying to smash their way into your shop. I think the self-defense argument, or at least like just a bit of gang warfare.
Just cheeky bit of gang warfare.
Spirit Wardens know that what this is like. They probably see it all the time.
Yeah, but they're gonna give me a big beating for throwing a grenade near them, I imagine.
I don't know, man. I mean, on the one hand, you've got the certainty of making an enemy of the Spirit Wardens and driving up your heat like crazy when you're already at war. On the other hand, all other possibilities that are open to you. I don't know if anyone's got a suggestion for what Lorenzo could do to get out of this mess, Aladdin style. I think you should just book it.
I just think the one grenade was great, mate. I just don't think the second grenade is needed. I think you're all good.
Yeah.
We've done the job. We've got one left to deal with. Spirit Wardens are still
Okay, I got carried away. Okay.
Slightly too Trump.
Yeah.
Slightly too Trump.
I think that was the point.
Yeah. I was just doing a Saffron and I got slightly carried away. Yeah, okay. I'll prowl and I'll hide. I'll just go. They see me.
Man,
We lock eyes.
They
and
see
I
me
duck.
rolling.
I mean, you're on the top of a clothesline, aren't you? Oh no, you went across the other side of the street.
Yeah.
In my head, you were always like on this clothesline, like,
I'm not that agile.
just dropping the grenade like a harlequin.
It's proper Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're hiding. Okay.
Do you want to roll for that again?
No. It's not D&D, my friend. You'd have had to do about 5 rolls to get to this point.
Oh, you passed your athletics, but you failed your acrobatics. So you're
now
only 23% on top of this building.
And now a stealth check to be stealthy, and then a perception check to see if they noticed you that you were being stealthy. Literally happened in something I was listening to the last week. Anyway.
I don't even strongly hold that opinion. I just like winding Olly up.
It is pretty fun though. Yeah, so yeah, I get you.
I even resent Baldur's Gate asking me to roll for so many things. It's like, why is this a 50-50 chance to fail this?
You're getting angry with the AI GM now.
Yeah.
Fucking GM.
Yeah.
There should have been a real GM baked into my game.
Oh no, that
Every
would have been
player gets a
special,
GM.
wouldn't it?
It would have been special if we had a sort of Matrix-style setup where there were thousands of GMs being plugged in.
Where's the AI for that? Google.
That is the future.
Sure it is.
I don't currently feel like Ollie's job as DM of this group is at risk.
you'll have like a whole office block of just DMs like next to each other's desks, all lined up.
Are you
Yeah,
listening,
remotely.
Hasbro?
Well, you hear a spirit warden who must be the sort of the sergeant of the watch yells for the other two to get up there and seize him. And you hear them trying to like break through the door on the street, the opposite side. But they are very slow.
I'm gonna
Spirit wardens.
do a quick Google of spirit wardens. So I think I have a very different perception of what they actually are.
Don't Google stuff. This is my game. It's all in
Can't
my
they turn
head.
it-
No, it's not. There's a rule book and all kinds of things.
No.
People say knocking on doors. I really thought it was just literally just like wisps of smoke, kind of. They're actually people. These are actually people.
Yeah. These are the people who go around collecting bodies before the spirits are released.
When the crows
And take
circle
them
the
away.
bodies, it tells them where they are.
Yeah, and they're famously anonymous, so they can't be
So
like,
my-
corrupted.
So my ghost ward really would do nothing against these are dudes. I thought they were actually spirits.
They're whispers. They're whispers. They're all whispers, I'm pretty sure, right?
To some extent, yeah.
So they all have to interact with the.
I don't think they like control electroplasm very much, but they definitely know how to fight against it.
Well, they extract.
Well, that's
spirits
why
from
I'm glad I
bodies,
googled it then,
right?
because
Yeah, but they extract the bodies and turn them into the electroplasm that you used today.
They juice them.
it sounds like everyone else knew these weren't actually spirits; they were real humans, right? That was just me who thought they were actual spirits.
I mean, the
Yeah.
thing is, Blades leave so much up to the group making up, right?
No,
gives
sure,
you,
sure.
Like, it gives you like a shell, and then you can fill it.
We could make them spirits, creepy little spirits with masks.
They could be.
But no, they're a faction of real people.
So I
Well-
just googled it, and it says a single warden can match supernatural threats toe to toe, and is capable of fending off several mundane opponents at a time.
Grey Knights.
So by standard, they're just OP. Mary Sue.
Smelly who? Okay, well, I think at that point the final dog breaks the door down.
Breaks in and goes, woof, woof.
Woof woof.
God,
Rest
it's
in
like
peace.
Crufts in
Where the
here.
dogs at?
Who let the dogs in?
Silas hopefully deftly dispatches the dog, the sole dog rather than the trio of dogs.
Go on ahead.
I'll describe the action as if hopefully that'll be what happens as I prepare my role. But waiting for the dog to leap. He will, skewer the thing on his rapier and then get sink in that punch dagger. And then let's see what actually happens, I guess. What is the charge?
Risky standard.
Risky standard.
Eating a meal?
A succulent death dog meal.
I mean, that's the Australian news show best clip.
It is best clip. I hope we don't need to push ourselves. What's the worst that could happen, eh?
Well, the worst that can happen is it turn around and bites Saffron's arm off.
What?
Ow. Oh, that would be alright. Yeah, that does sound terrible. Sure hope that doesn't happen.
Every time.
I just thought Saffron needed.
Take it down a peg or two.
I just think you need to take it back. Sometimes these casters, they stand at the back of the fight. They think they're being really clever.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
take any
so
inch.
casting down
they
ghost
get-
wards to
they
get rid of
get-
those spirit wardens,
they
and then
get-
finding out these aren't actually fucking spirits at all.
They get really cocky. Sometimes, yeah, they need to.
Get a level
No.
3 harm because some other shit happens.
No, I think it's because at the end of that soulbound, I think Lawrie thought that he'd never ever taken a wound as the wizard mage, and everyone was very
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah, but that happened when I was molasses as well. Same thing. I like she never got injured. She just fuck off.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler, bitch.
Nightcrawler, bitch. Cool. Okay, so that is a success with a consequence. You do fell the beast, not before taking a rabid rabies bite. Level 2 harm.
You're dead in 6 months. Sorry, man.
Level 2 harm seems like bollocks to me, mate. That's fine. Silas will resist the harm using his armor to a level 1 harm.
Next combat, I'm gonna think you've taken a rage essence. So it's just the rabies coming out.
Perma rage essence.
Death dog nibble.
Nibble.
Death
Aww.
dog nibble going in there. That's level 1
Sounds
harm.
cute.
Adorable.
As a few nasty teeth somehow find the gaps in his armor, but no biggie.
You know what? The worst part
He's
is
not quite as composed as it looked, or as he wanted it to look.
the slobber of the death dog never goes away.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
there is silence for a few minutes until you
Saffron's
see.
just looking really embarrassed about using this ghost water. Not actually ward off any ghosts whatsoever, but he's fine with it.
Yeah, you got it for a few days now.
Yeah, the whole door is apparently wrecked beyond use, so we can't actually open the door for some reason. So we do have to all we actually are going to have to all leave the thing via Lorenzo's zip line now, I'm afraid, because the door has been wrecked for any use whatsoever. So we
bug
are all
out.
zip lining to get in and out of the Emporium.
It's a washing line from the neighbours.
So, I mean, that's
Same
the thing actually. So, what do you do when you defeat these death dogs? You know that the spirit wardens are out there. Do you?
They come for dog spirits as well.
No, they've always been out in the street, but they're obviously going to investigate what this whole.
Anything
been
that
about.
dies, spirit wardens there. Like, what if we squash ants? What if we?
They were literally 10 feet away when the death dogs started to try and get in the shop, and a grenade blew up half of them. They are going to be like, "What's going on here, guys?"
Yeah.
I'm still trying to deal with the fact that these are real people. Honestly, in my head, they were just ghosts, and now suddenly they just can talk to us. I'm doing a lot of readjusting.
We've got Cassidy on the table with a knife in his hand as well. So if they do come inside, they see that.
I mean, they're not
straight away.
they're not the actual coppers. They have a specific job function that they do.
They're like special service in a way, aren't they? Like MI6 or something.
I think they might just be a bit more like sort of fantasy, special police people. I don't think they're anything like MI6 necessarily.
Special
But, you
police
know,
people.
they all-
That's MI6.
Not really. I don't think we should get into it. Probably not.
It's more like all the TV shows about the murder investigations, CSI, that kind of thing.
They're not going to care. They only care when stuff's dead. Oh, you let the spirits out again. Oh, that guy, knife in his hand, step over.
I don't think the spirit wardens would just
Oh,
be
the
job
paperwork
worth, though.
on this.
I think they'd be quite, into their work that they do.
Yeah, they do. I think they do take an interest in
Quite
the
fervent.
arcane, like
Yeah.
misuse of the arcane.
They got a very Inquisition vibe going
I
on.
think I didn't throw
Yeah.
a potion and only throw a bloody grenade in the street then. If that was a potion, whoa, we'd be.
Yes, it's a good thing
banging
no
your
one
door
threw
down.
like half a sack of potions.
So now I've done the opposite. These guys, rather than throwing the thing I thought was up, they're actually throwing the one thing they're actually after, which is arcane potions. Is that what we're saying? This is not a grand moment for
They probably
Saffron
know.
or
I don't think so.
They can probably notice the
Um,
power of the
while,
ghost wards, right?
While others are debating what to do about the spirit warden, Silas would like to stride back to the back room, walk in, say hello to Corin, and punch him in the face, and say, "I got fucking bitten. Now we're even. Could you please not do this again?"
He spits a tooth onto the floor.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Right, you know
I mean-
what? Then he's
I mean-
just pretty fucking hard. So yeah, right.
I thought you were just staring him down.
And then because Silas isn't actually a complete twat, he does take the knife out, that Lorenzo left in there.
You sure? It's gonna stop.
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna
start
do?
bleeding.
Well, I think that's not Silas's fault.
Yeah, it's okay.
Take
We're
the
not,
knife out.
If he needs help, he can seek a medical professional. We don't have one, but
yeah.
they'll take the knife out and kind of give him a sort of slightly I don't know, sort of slightly respectful look at it and say, the knife might have been a bit harsh.
He says, "It's what I would have done."
I think they'll just have that sort of actually probably quite like-minded look, and Silas will walk away, but not too far. He does obviously want to keep an eye on him after these shenanigans.
In another life, you could have been friends.
They might yet be. You never know.
He did have.
He might be joining the Stompers by the end of this.
Over Lorenzo's dead body.
If necessary.
Well.
Right. Cool. So you're all staying in the Emporium. Is anyone trying to stay?
Yeah, I mean we got better defense that way, right? Like if the spirit wardens are gonna come a knocking.
I don't think it's...
all of our stuff and everything is here, right?
Yeah.
So I think we probably wouldn't just all abandon it. I'm hoping that someone's going to convince them to leave.
Plus, the doors literally cannot be used for whatever reason. So we're good there.
Plus, there's a hurricane blowing outside.
Yes.
Rules
We
is
don't want to go
written.
out in that.
Room-sized hurricane.
Is this phrase is so funny? Ruining it for any other use. Such a funny...
I wouldn't take everything so literally.
Put that on your.
But I love it.
Put that on your Roll20 account profile, Milo. Mikey.
Yeah. Ruined for any other use.
Mikey, just write that down on a sticky note, and as soon as you wake up, put that on your alarm clock, and you wake.
Yes.
You start every day with that quote.
Yes. I'm ruined for any other use.
Poetic.
Man's got to have a code.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Permanently ruined.
Ruined Mikey for summer. Okay, well, it's not too long before this. You see across the street these other two spirit wardens had smashed through this doorway and had started to try and get up onto the roof to chase Lorenzo. Lorenzo, what are you doing?
Oh, do I hear them coming?
Yeah, of course.
Across the washing line again, to the shop. It's like that. It's like in Scooby-Doo when they're going through the doors.
Yeah. I think the sergeant probably would have seen you do that if you do that.
I thought they both went in.
Yeah,
Both
the
went in and
sergeant ordered them to, and he's still in the street. There's 3 of them.
Okay.
But if you want to lead them on a merry chase and like come back around, I would say that would be just a roll.
I'm gonna tell Gus to get on the street and watch him, and I'm gonna fucking leg it. I'm gonna wait till they get to the top of the rooftop, then I'm gonna fucking leg it and lead them on a chase across the roofs.
Okay.
And then circle back round after a block or so, back to the thing after I lost them.
Okay. Give me a prowl or something. Oh well, whatever roll.
Prowl, yeah.
Oh, is
Duck
it
into
prowl?
like
That's
a
good.
Acrobatics.
wardrobe thing on one of the roofs and hide there.
Would you say risky?
Yeah.
Trading position for effect. By leaving it as late as I can, so I actually see them. I see them when they get to the top of the rooftop, and I'm gonna jeer at them. And be like, "You're a bit slow today, Cappers." Something like that. And they're like, "Yeah."
He's a daredevil.
Yeah, I'm a daredevil.
I didn't think it would bite you in the arse that quickly.
Oh,
2,
dear.
3, 2, 2.
See you, boys. It's been a good run.
Desperate consequence. Oh dear. Well, my rule about not making the players look bad. Well, I feel like it's about to get broken. No, I think you what you don't expect is that they actually split up, and the one who was coming up the stairs comes up the stairs. You go to jump onto the next roof, and the other one's standing there with his with his poleaxe like lengthways and just oosh, smacks you back. And yeah, God, what is the desperate consequence of being caught by a spirit warden?
Does he just shove me off the building?
Oh God.
I think
Does
you're.
he just? Am I like mid jump across the building and then he just stunts me with his staff and then I just fall down between the two buildings? That's a pretty big level 3 harm.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if the consequence is that you actually get like caught by them.
Back to jail. To be fair, Silas was trying to put you in jail last week, just so you know.
Was he?
And by Silas, I mean Milo.
Was he?
Wait, was he?
Yeah, there's a bit weird.
I'm
Yeah, you said
I'm
something
listening
about
to that one.
when they're not in the session, they're fodder for being the full guy. Can't remember what the context
Is
was.
it though?
Yeah. No, that's just like a universal rule, though, right? You know, if you can't make the session for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. So
things-
if I go and
things
listen to
happen.
this back now and you're just
Yeah.
like, Lorenzo's not here, fuck him, let's send him in prison.
Yeah, I mean,
It was
honestly, I
great.
wouldn't
bit of
back
that.
myself to have not said that.
His alias is masturbate, so
Look, you miss one session, you end up in prison. I miss one session, we're at war.
yeah, okay.
That's
No.
equally bad.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that's bad for everyone.
Indeed.
What?
Indeed.
It nearly got very bad for Silas, though. Fighting your wars.
You're all
Yours.
good now.
Our war.
He is remarkably well healed, actually.
You did a long rest. It's fine.
You got that sweet 6, you know.
You put me in prison then. Is that a level 3 consequence of an action? Prison?
It's a. I mean, I'm trying to look up the examples of desperate consequences.
What am I getting in prison for anyway?
I don't know. I don't think. No, I didn't say
what
prison.
crime
I
did I
s-
commit?
Well, I mean, they're wardens. They must be. I
What
mean,
am I being accused
That's-
of?
this whole fucking
A
campaign is
sucker.
all about all the spirit wardens are coming. The spirit wardens are coming.
I
I
don't
think it's
have
time to actually.
representation.
I think it's time to find out what the fuck
Useless.
actually happens. Yeah.
I'm taking spirit ones to court.
Aggravated use of a hand grenade in a public place.
Alright, Friedrich, you're
Honest.
my barrister.
Honestly, Lorenzo, how could you do such a thing with a grenade?
Look,
Friedrich
I'm
wasn't
so
witness
irresponsible.
doing any crime.
taking inspiration from you and you alone, Mr.
Right,
Monkshood.
so. Yeah, you got to put the grenade in the pocket. Put it in the pocket. In the
Yeah,
pocket.
put it in the pocket of the dog. That's right.
Lorenzo, I give you the choice,
There we go.
the narrative choice. Do you want? Because I've just looked at some examples for desperate, failed consequences. Do you wish to fall from the roof, taking a level 4 harm? Or do you wish to be taken into custody by the Spirit Wardens?
Custody. I refrain from asking any meta questions to keep it not meta.
You can ask meta questions.
Oh, how long would the prison be?
I didn't say
Let's
prison,
say-
I said custody.
Oh. So
Sounds
it's just
delicious.
at the local department. Or Spirit Warden HQ.
Yeah, and I don't think.
Tier 5 Spirit Warden.
Yeah. I think what would happen. I think we have to decide on how long you'd be there for, but I think you would also take some sort of mental harm as well.
As well?
Yeah,
Probably less than
because
probably less than a full.
you're a electroplasm boy, so they would be not very happy with you.
I'm an electroplasm boy, am I?
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
I don't attune.
I thought you were a wine boy.
I'm a wine boy.
You
Boy,
attune to your dog.
Where's the wine? I don't attune to him. Well, yeah, well, I suppose.
Yeah, try telling them that.
Yeah.
Or do you want me to roll flip a coin?
Yes.
Oh,
All right. So 1 to 3, you fall from the roof. 4 to 6.
And perish.
You're in the sticks. Well, you fall. So I kind of wish it was the other one now. So you.
I didn't want to go to prison, really.
It's not prison. It would have been a cool, spooky, maybe torture scene. But no, so
let's
you.
do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm not falling. Let's do that. Let's go with this custody.
The power of the coin flip reveals
Exactly.
the truth of what you
Never fails.
I actually didn't want to do the custody. I actually wanted to fall, and then Ollie said, "Oh, it would be a cool scene." I was like,
Toy
"Okay,
knows all.
I mean, it would be a
Lady
cooler.
looks smiling today."
It would be a cooler scene than taking level 4 harm, I guess. Because you would have had to have resisted, and then, don't know.
I get -1 dice to resisting with Daredevil when I use it anyway, so I would have got -1 dice, so I probably would have been fucked.
You'd actually just die, probably.
That's because I get +1 die to the roll when I use Daredevil, but -1 to the resistant roll.
Yeah, resist. You would always have resisted it. You would have taken more stress.
Incurred lots of stress.
Yeah. All right. Well, Lorenzo is taken away. He gets put into electroplasmic handcuffs.
Did these guys see? Did they bring like the coach, the police coach or something, and I get put in the coach, and then coached off to the custody?
Maybe in the wagon with all the dead bodies.
Yeah. That's gross. I love it.
I love how Lorenzo's on like the ghost tour of Duskvale. I've been to the Dimmer Sisters mansion. I've been to the Spirit Warden HQ.
Deathlands.
I'm on my throne of corpses.
Skerlock Manor. Sorry, Skerlock's city flat. Well, yes. And then we cut back to the damned Emporium where the sergeant is looking in. Hello. And he sees his two men taken away, someone in custody. Who's standing at the doorway to talk to this guy?
Silas.
With a
Well,
dog.
Silas was in the doorway. That was just a straight answer.
I think he went into the back and punched
Silas is hanging with
Coran.
Oh, okay. In which case, it might as well be Friedrich.
Okay.
He, having been in the front room by the window and is now visible.
Nice. So this I don't know, has Friedrich ever seen a spirit warden up close? Do you think?
I don't believe so. No. The crows were after us at one point, but I don't think we've come face to face.
No. So it's an intimidating presence there. They're very stocky and big, and you don't know if it's from all of their kind of robes and armor and things that they've got. But you sense this kind of chill as it kind of silently steps into over the flattened door that's on the floor now, and it turns to look at you, Friedrich, and it says, they say, having some trouble.
Evidently, officer, yes. I'm sure you, of all people, are aware of the gang problems our city faces every day. We've fallen victim to a raid. Luckily, my compatriots in our small business were able to push back these dogs who assaulted us and damaged our property. Not immediately obvious who they belong to, but I'm sure the authorities will investigate in due course. Is there something else I can help you with?
Sounds like a roll to me.
I'm sure that will go fine. I have 1 pip in sway after all.
I think once these guards have come in, I think Saffron has gone to what's his name, Coran, and kind of given us just a swift injection of something to knock him out some standstill potion or something, just to kind of so he's like yelling or trying to get us in trouble or something. Just give him a little bit of a, just kind of put him to sleep for a bit.
Yeah.
Just a quick little jab or something, so it doesn't cause any more hassle for us.
That seems wise. What's my role for this?
I'm gonna say risky limited.
Oh, good.
I do believe they're tier 3, the Spirit Wardens.
Always make it desperate. That always ends well.
It is a success.
Ooh.
With a consequence. And a limited effect. So, they don't say anything, but they walk across the smashed glass in the room and start pacing around the Emporium, inspecting various broken bottles and sort of touching the wall where the sort of the ghost ward was. Almost like they're kind of hearing and listening to the room around them. And as they do this, they say, it's awfully convenient. The pile of dead outside your shop. And now, moments later, hours later, you are attacked by a pack of mind-linked death dogs. You see why I may need to investigate further.
I'm afraid I must disagree with you there, officer. It's not convenient at all. As you can see, a large amount of criminal damage has been applied to this legitimate premises. Though I must say I'm overjoyed to hear that you will be assisting the investigation. The Spirit Wardens are known to be an elite force. I'm sure that your esteemed talents will be of great use in finding the perpetrators. Naturally, we will afford you any assistance that is required. Within the bounds of the law.
The head snaps towards you and says, "We."
Yes, we. My compatriots and I who run this establishment. Surely you've heard of the Emporium. We sell an assortment of trinkets, small doodads, antiques. He sort of gestures to some of the broken things. Not these ones, of course, anymore, thanks to our unknown invaders this evening.
Bring them out, please.
Certainly. Mr. Templeton, I believe you're around somewhere.
You just hear a huff. A huff, and then, like, after a delay of longer than you would have liked, Silas trudges out.
It's like when one of your siblings dobs you in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Milo did too.
He huffs, he comes out, and then sighs. Good evening.
We are something of a loose conglomeration of business partners. We work with some freelancers who travel in and travel out, and traveling salesmen and so forth. But Silas and I are full-time employees, you might say. Sourcing new stock, minding the shop, that sort of thing. I'm not sure who else has or hasn't been in today. I myself only arrived shortly before the attack took place.
And the one who was throwing grenades onto the street, is he one of yours?
Grenades? I certainly did hear some explosions a short while ago.
Baldric,
I'm sure
deny
you have
everything.
I assumed that was the work of the Burks.
Sorry. It was a good pull. It was a very good black. Is your name Baldric? No. Very good. Thank you.
Come on, guys, keep it together.
Sorry, he pulled a very good Blackadder quote. It got me tickled just right. The whole scene rushed into my head.
We tickled just
I
right.
loved it, alright? I loved it.
All right.
I think Silas said, I think we'll look at Friedrich, and he's like, the little bit of the old blue coat in him is still like, if I was doing this, I'm not sure about that. So he just says, well, you know, what with all these terrible attacks in the streets, we had to beef up security a little bit at the shop, you know? Just not safe around here. Seems like our independent contractor friend might have got a little carried away. Not sure where he might have gotten to.
Well, we have taken your friend for a conversation and an explanation on what happened here. You may see him again. It's not guaranteed. But if you have anything, any information to add before we start questioning him, if you care for the outcome of his interrogation, then you can give it now before I leave.
Oh, no, just send the results in the post, I suppose. As I said, independent contractor.
Only to express our hopes that the justice will be done appropriately as to the law, as pertaining to the Bill of Rights and the 38th Amendment to the Dosval Constitution, as I'm sure they will be.
The electroplasmic accords. Yes.
Ah, you're an expert on law. Will there be anything else, officer?
I think they just you hear the crunch of broken glass underfoot as they turn on their heel. They say something suitably menacing as they leave, like,
Fuck you.
Don't leave town.
I, for one, like the Spirit Wardens. I think they're a real delight.
They should have
I think
said.
they're mega cool.
They're
reminding me quite a lot, and Milo and Olly will appreciate this especially, I'm sure. They're reminding me quite a lot of the Piltover police people in Arcane, with their chunky armor and like slightly kind of magic clockworky vibes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, and they've come down to the Undercity.
Mm-hmm.
They hate being here, and they hate us, and they hate everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Exactly.
Zordites, rise up!
No, in the new series, they're the cops now, so it's all fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, spoilers. We did know this was going to happen.
Okay. Well, I feel like I should be allowed time to prepare for what happens to Lorenzo, but we've also got 25 minutes left, and I don't want Lorenzo to not be able to do anything for the next 25 minutes.
You could be given a 2-minute break.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll jump to 2 o'clock.
No, I think I'm an expert now on making shit up as I talk. That's why I talk so slowly when I'm jamming. I noticed. Yeah, I think Lorenzo, you get taken. Everyone knows kind of where the Spirit Warden HQ is, where they process the spirits.
Everybody knows.
Is it nobody knows or everybody knows?
I thought these guys were like the secretive police.
Everybody
knows everything
Well,
about them.
I think it's everyone knows because of the bell tower on top. which rings out when spirits are released.
And it's probably been constantly circled by crows as well.
Exactly, yeah, it's where the
All
crows.
the big bastards.
Also,
Not just
if you
normal
look at
crows.
if
Big
you look at
bastards.
the famous like big scary secret polices of police states, everyone know that like their headquarters are not normally secret. Their headquarters are normally like feared and renowned the world over.
That's what they want you to think.
Yeah, but that's the case here. They want you to
Exactly.
think. They might have other like secret headquarters as well, but like their
Exactly.
terrifying, scary bell tower full of ghost crows is probably like their official headquarters.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay, well, I can come up with some cool details for next week. But let's just say, Lorenzo, you get your tier 2 mental harm. As you get questions by the spirit wardens, and they are able to sort of manipulate the electroplasm that you are attuned to. Maybe they even grab Gus and give Gus a little.
No! Killing them all.
A little.
I'll spare no one. They will feel generations of Vincetti wrath if they dare touch a hair on that poor dog's bloody body.
Vincetti broth. Could be a new recipe in the shop.
That bag of Vincetti minestrone soup. Hell yeah.
Oh, that's what the Italian beef is cooked in.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe you have the choice. Then, do you give them some information, or do you?
What are they looking for? What are they asking?
They want to know about all the bodies that were piled up in the street, all the dead billhooks
Let the bodies hit the floor.
outside of your shop.
Where are they from? Did that thing happen in the last session, or is this before when we ambushed the billhooks and then chased them back to our territory and we killed the rest of them? This is them from that. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, they know we're a gang, right? They know I'm part of the Damned Emporium. They know the Damned Emporium is a gang already.
Probably.
I think Lorenzo would probably say something like, I think what you'll find, Copper, is there's some men that don't particularly like me and my friends, and they came to visit us on a day we went expecting company, and we retaliated in kind.
You admitting to killing them all?
I didn't say I'd killed anyone.
But you said that they were your enemies who came to you.
Yeah, and then what happened between then and them dying? I don't know. Yeah, I just had a few words to.
Oh. Malfunctioned.
Nope. Shit, he's been got ready by the spirit wardens.
Yeah, he's really rattled.
He's put up defensive Martin Clune.
He's back.
He's back.
Oh, he's gone. He's back, he's gone. He's back, he's gone.
Well, just like in character, you guys have no idea what's happening to Lorenzo right now.
Hello. It's going to be probably off for 5 minutes or so.
Alright.
Okay.
Keeps doing this.
Okay. Well, I think you could roll something to try and fob them off, I guess, during the interrogation, to lie.
Okay.
Give them something they'll actually believe. You don't have to think of it right now.
You want me to roll now and then think of something?
Yeah, I think you can give
Would
me
you
like
let me use a flashback?
to do what?
plant evidence on the bodies to somehow make it, I don't know, interact with the bodies somehow to give me some help, give me some kind of evidence that
You guys love planting
so
little
brutal.
letters and things, don't you? You should be known as the pen
do it very well.
the crane killer, paper crane killer.
It's crazy. Every crime that you guys ever get reported for, there's always some sort of letter on a body that completely
So,
removes the blame.
in case of finding, I did this.
Yeah. Whatever it is, I did it.
I pull out a frag and I detonate it. That's my new favorite move.
Yeah.
The bandolier toss. Yeah, I don't have anything to roll, so I was gonna try and get something to make the roll easier.
Daredevil sway.
Yep, yeah, go on. Oh no, I thought you meant a bargain. Do you have a devil's bargain?
Yeah, the devil's bargain is
For me to try and persuade, or persuade them.
Yeah, I think the devil's bargain. Well, you're always going to have like a level 2 mental harm for this whole process. Devil's bargain is a level 3 mental harm, but you will manage to not give away any information.
Aren't they tier 5, these Spirit Wardens?
I think they're only tier 3.
Oh, okay, we're tier 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I've got less effect
4.
against them anyway.
I was looking it up when we were in danger of, being, I don't know, killed by them all.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I've got less effect to them anyway, right?
True. So you'd have to push for effect or swap thingy for effect.
Can I just not say anything and then just resist the consequence? Because in hindsight, trying to talk my way out of this is a shit idea.
Yeah, you can do.
Just because I'll just lose 9 rolls out of 10
Sure.
because of the tier difference, right? And I've been caught red-handed. I'm fucked, and I'm fucked.
Sure, roll to resist then.
It's the amount of dice you have in the... It's the amount of first dice, isn't it? But there is a button somewhere.
Yeah, and it'll be your resolve.
Where is the button?
Just press resolve, I think.
Okay. Not bad. 3 stress.
Yeah. Alright, so 3 stress, and you still get your level 2 harm. As they keep you for a certain amount of time, you don't know how long it is.
What harm is this? It's the
I don't know.
electroplasm. It's them from like being in my brain, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like strain, like meant like from being questioned, I guess.
Intense questioning. I've got a migraine from these questions.
And I think desperate. This is still part of a desperate consequence. I don't know. I don't know if this is too much of a this is too much. But what if they confiscate Gus?
I think we know what next heist is.
Yeah.
Rescue Gus.
No.
As the spirit police.
It's
No.
from the side. Not if it was the bill hooks, if it was someone on our own tier, sure. But it's like, I know we're meant to be going for the narrative, but that's fucked. I'll never get Gus back. I'll never get him back.
We'll get him back.
This is so much more fucked than the previous idea of
Yeah,
throwing a grenade at them.
Remember,
throwing a grenade at them is easier than saving a ghost dog from their fucking HQ.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jesus.
Consequences. The consequences are worse.
What? From trying to break into the Spirit Warden HQ? That's a lesser consequence than throwing a grenade at them.
I never said I was breaking into Spirit Warden HQ. That's on you.
Yeah. You're making the assumption that we're all definitely going to break into Spirit Warden HQ.
Of course we are. Remember, it's
Finally, we've got some inner conflict in the party.
You are, because this is a TTRPG group, so we can't just do all different scores in it.
Remember their tier 4. Remember the tiers and what they kind of do matter, right? So I'm sure they're not. If we do it like a stealthy way, I'm sure they're not. They're more like a tier 2 if we're just stealthy, right? Or even fighting. They can't be good at fighting, right? They got to be good at. Anyway, I think it's fine, mate. Go for it. Be fun.
Or we retcon this whole thing and you take the level 4 harm and fall off the roof.
It's been like a whole dream the whole time, but actually it's just
we've gone
far
down this road. We know what it entails. I feel like, like a second referendum, we now have more information than we would have done. Or not that. I just feel like a tier 2 harm is probably getting off quite light.
You did roll to resist it though.
Well, you rolled to resist. You rolled to resist. You rolled to resist the harm that would have been higher because you weren't talking, right? They're not just going to be like, oh well, he's not talking. Let him go.
Well, perhaps there can be an unknown later consequence as a part of your scheming. GM.
Yeah, but that's really hard because then I have to remember it. And then everyone's like, and then it's always a weird thing when it's like, do you remember that bit like 5 weeks ago? This is for this.
I've already taken a consequence for the being arrested. So I just don't think I should take another consequence for the same thing, right?
Yes, but in the book, the examples of getting a 1 to 3 on a desperate consequence for like a prowl is literally like falling off a roof and taking a level 4 harm, which is death, unless you resist it. So level 3 harm minimum. Maybe I just upgrade the level, the mental harm for being held by the Spirit Wardens to level 3 then, and then just leave it at that.
Well, I think that's, I don't know. I think that's harder to argue though, it being a level 3 harm as well. They've nearly killed me by interrogating me so hard. Just talking to me.
Well,
we can definitely save the dog. We can definitely save the dog.
Well, the thing is, you're not talking, right? So they would actually probably, torture you a little bit to get information.
Yeah, give me level 3 tortured then.
Okay.
Horribly, excruciatingly, disgustingly tortured.
Well, I don't want to go there.
Which nearly killed me. No, because that's the level 4 harm, then that makes sense. Then I can resist it and take it to level 3.
Sure.
On death's door, dying. Dying in custody.
Okay. But they never got Gus, though. He's safe in bed.
Curled up in his little doggy
basket. Doesn't know what his owner does for him. The little shit.
I'll never know.
The mind link works both ways, dude.
Does it? What? The dog can control you?
No, but he sees and he knows what I'm thinking. He sees me as well.
Is that canon, or have you just decided that in a vindictive
I've made it up
to share your suffering with Gus?
No, I've made it up because also in the second last score, Gus got stabbed and then Lorenzo had the stab wound as well.
It's true.
I've made
Lawrie he's been doing a very good job of evolving beyond the rulebook.
Yeah, I wish my cat could feel my suffering that I go through to pay for her kibbles every day.
My mental harm.
All right, cool. Well, that's taking care of that. I guess at some point they kick you out. Maybe they won't. Maybe they kind of already know what's going on. They obviously know it was a gang war fight. Like, there's not much they can do.
Well, do you want to say as part of it, I'm like kept in for longer than I was meant to be. That's part of why the harm's bad as well.
Yeah. Yeah, can do. Yeah.
Brutal, mate. Worse than prison, that was.
Yeah. I imagine being kept, and especially because it's where they sort of extract all the spirits from the dead bodies as well. So it's obviously a very disturbing place to be kept as well.
Gross. They probably use the spirits to torture me as well. They would. Bastards.
Campbell would love it. He'd be all over that.
Where's our whisper?
Where indeed.
Yeah, Daryl. Where are you?
Malta, I think.
You never know with Daryl.
Could be anywhere. You could be right behind you.
I know where he wasn't.
Shit, son.
With no time to change the table plan as well.
And I don't even think I got his bread.
My bread got taken away when I was halfway through it.
I think you probably did get as much bread as you could reach, though, Milo, let's be honest.
Yeah, probably.
Get your grubby paws on.
Okay, well, you guys don't know where Lorenzo's been taken, but this is like we're still in free time, so I guess you got 7 minutes of what's your next move to.
I've completely
Bite the
forgot
billhooks.
we were having loads of chats about free. We're having loads of chats about free time last week. I can't remember any of the ideas we had. I had 3 quite ideas who to talk to.
Yeah, I think you wanted to go and talk to Hammer and the Dockers. Now that you're friends with, now that they like you.
Yep.
Yeah, it's time for fucking revolution.
And
Silas is still trying to find his way.
what's my niche? Anything else, Mikey, in the notes?
No, I didn't notice. I got distracted because the dogs kind of came in before I could write down exactly what I was hoping to do as such.
Oh dear.
There was definitely something else, wasn't it? Because we were talking about the. So obviously, where we're at now is the Billhooks are. We're at war with the Billhooks. They're wounded. We want to talk to the Dockers to align ourselves with them. We've still got to find out anything we can about the North Fleet. So there was talks of trying to engage with someone there, but I don't think we made any progress of actually having a person to talk to. But we were also discussing, obviously, that where we came down on the Billhooks, they're weakened, but they're still strong in that they're much bigger and wider spread out than the Red Sashes were, but they have much more kind of weaker points. They're kind of really just connected by a couple of things, being the dad in jail and the mum somewhere out there. So there's definitely talk about trying to maybe track down the mum. Would we even know she's out there? Would we even know she's even a thing? Is that metagame? I can't remember. Do we even be on our minds to be trying to find
I don't think
that connection?
I don't think you do, but you do know that
Was there? Oh, there was talks of that was it because the Billhook is in Iron Class prison. There was talks of Lorenzo potentially trying to. I think that's why the conversation came up about going to jail. That was it. There's talks of either Lorenzo, I don't know, using his connections or knowledge of the jail to try and find out more about him or get to him or something. That was a conversation. I don't know if there's validity in it, but I think we talked about it.
I think Lorenzo's checked out. He's
He's
taking
there.
his level 3
Summed
harm.
up.
On shadow form.
He has a bit.
Shadow meld. Well, also that the Billhooks, a lot of their strength comes from keeping everyone scared, right? So if you convince people like the citizens of the docks and the dockers and the lost to all take an active part in fighting them, they'd be able pretty quick.
Yeah.
In their weakened
So
state.
we definitely want to talk to him for sure. That's a huge thing to do. So, Lorenzo, did you hear what I mentioned about the
time to
prison?
organise a bit of rebellion.
Getting into prison again.
We know that Koran's dad, who is the leader of the Billhooks, he is like the head of the snake.
Is in prison.
He's in prison. He's in Ironhook prison. He's running it all from there. So if it's whether or not you had connections to either find out more about him, get to him, something like that, that could be on the cards as a mission for you. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, that's why we were going to send Lorenzo to prison. Isn't
That's
it?
why I said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, his best mate, the Grinders, are probably still in prison.
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking at my notes to see who it was. Who was my contact there?
I think it was somebody in the Grinders, but also the Lost as well.
Yeah, I think it was mostly the Lost, wasn't it?
And the Grinders, you picked them as
No,
you picked them as your
the
faction that you've
What was it?
got +1 with.
Grinders? Who? Don't remember anything about those guys.
Yeah, you met them
Oh yeah, the
IRL, and you were like,
terrorists. Yeah. I remember them.
they'd probably help you get a dog out of the Spirit Warden's base. Just saying.
Oh. Look, I'm not dog-led.
Just saying. They're
Not fully dog-led.
dog-led.
Dog-led. Dog-coded.
I think you are.
Nothing I am hearing is convincing me that Lorenzo is not a furry.
Lorenzo's a massive furry, listen here. He's a huge furry.
Well, now it's definitely not in doubt.
He hosts
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Dustful Furry Con every year.
Oh dear.
That's from furry.
Corin's there as a death dog. You guys actually going to talk to him at some point as well, more than like witty barbs.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, I mean,
I
talking
would-
to him would be a good part of the plan. See if he could be on board with helping in exchange for living, like we said.
Yeah,
You know, like we talked about Koran. We did say.
yeah. Exactly.
So, also, you leave our witty barbs alone.
It's my favorite thing about being a GM.
Well, I think you need to understand it's our favorite thing about being players.
Oh, I know. I know. Oh, a power over someone else, is it? Let me exploit this to my full extent.
Now, in all fairness to this particular scenario today, Silas did tell Corin he was going to punch him if he got hurt by the dogs.
Yeah.
If this was average D&D group, Corin would be fucking dead.
He'd have been dead already, let's be honest.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You dare raise a blade against a PC? You die now.
Are we starting with free time at the start of next session?
We're still in free time, so yes.
Nice.
It's one of
I
our
like
classic no scores for 3 sessions, probably. Choppo.
Yeah, it's the opposite
Yeah,
of
I-
doing 3 scores in a session. We do 3 sessions and no scores. It's the inverse.
I think we will need to get on the score immediately next week.
Yes, which I think will probably realistically it'll come from talking to Dockers, trying to win them over, and comes up from them again, carrying the classic, helping them, fucking over the billhooks, and hopefully, well, yes,
man.
yeah,
We're going to be at
that's
war. We
gonna-
might as well have some battles.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
you have actually removed one of the Billhook's assets as well, like the death dogs there. Their pack
Oh.
of death dogs maybe would have turned up with another score at some point, but
Ooh,
yeah.
well done us.
Yeah.
I'd love to interrogate Cassidy at the start of next session.
Well, you do it as well then, yeah. Cabron.
For the
Cameron.
record,
Coran.
I thought the X score surprise combat encounter was actually quite thrilling and cool,
Yeah,
and a nice
breaking up a little bit.
nice innovation.
Very
Broke
good.
the rhythm a little bit.
Yeah.
We all take XP and stuff, don't we, and boost bits from things we've done.
You always do XP at the end of every session, apparently.
Is this not the
Oh,
end of
so
the
we
session?
should mark it now.
No, I mean, we normally do it at the end of a score, but technically it should be every session, but we don't do that.
We'll mark it then.
Yeah.
Mark it up.
I got 2 ability XP from the Desperates and then 2 for the playbook.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to interrogate Coran about who exactly killed my father and brother.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll make sure that he knows or doesn't know. Well, he knows or doesn't know. It was canon, right? Wasn't it, that the Billhooks
Killed.
did it? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why you've been.
They carried out the deed.
Yeah. I remember.
Which
I
is
remember
why I'm
that.
surprised that Cassidy's still not dead.
Yeah. More interesting this way?
It was satisfied to stab his hand, though, into the table.
That was a fun move. I like that.
Well,
You
like
bastard.
like you, he probably wasn't around back then anyway, so
Yeah, but it's all like
you're a new
passed
generation.
down generation. It's generational, you know.
You're the Romeo
Oh,
and Juliet.
Anger and
These
That's
blood
it.
ties, man.
the Brackens and the Blackwoods.
Blood ties,
Blood-
Blood
and
too much.
thick.
dog ties, and yeah.
Is it Alf?
I did watch the Blackadder clip. It's just so good.
Which one?
Deny everything. We'll put it in the chat. I swear. I forgot it's so short. It's such a short little. I thought it felt for longer, but I think Baldrick's always used just enough, a little bit of it. It's just enough. It's perfect.
I do like
Absolutely
it. I think
perfect.
It's a good moment. George, that's the clock, the court.
He goes, come on, Baldrick, it's me. No, it isn't.
It's when Blackadder says to Baldrick, deny everything
Yeah,
before he
exactly.
gets
It's-
Don't worry, old
man, I have a laugh.
up. No.
I've dropped in the chat for a minute. It's great.
We have
Let's go.
received new messages, and Captain Blackadder definitely did not shoot this delicious.
It's delicious.
Yeah. Oh, and you got the cross questioning of General Melcher as well, which is also a great bit. Can you see Captain Blackadder anywhere in this room?
No further
Brothers,
questions.
pigeon
Excellent.
murderer.
Excellent, first class. All right, guys.
Robin Hood.
Let's.
Hey, G, thank you for setting us up for a quick at-home score.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's.
I really enjoyed that. I thought that was really nice.
Yeah. It sounds like next time we are going to be rabble rousing with the Dockers, which is going to be fun.
Yeah, I think that's the right move.
Milo
Noise.
finally gets his revolution.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Silas is going to be leader of the revolution. He's looking for purpose, and he may well finally have found it.
Nice.
That's it.
Nice.
GG,
Love it.
everybody.
Blessings
Sick.
from the lady as well.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks, AP. That was a rollicking good time.
All right, GG boys.
See you next time.
Later.
Cheers.